Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Regaton. Let's re-enter Heaven's Edge and see if we can find that hat.
I'm gone.
It's a shame you can't bring your animal companions with you. There'd be an extra perception check we could utilize in this room.
Let me help.
Do one at a time.
Shellen guides me.
Forget exactly where it's at. Alright, it's in this area.
Will I ever see Sarkoris Green again?
It's a DC of 30.
My will is resolute.
I'll take care of it.
The world has suffered enough.
Skip the pleasantries. Let's get to the exciting part.
I know it says traps, I'm gonna use it anyway. Or not.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, guess not. Alright.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious.
If we had Aspect of the Falcon, I never rolled higher than a 20.
All they took from me,
The goddess
I'll
protects
take
us.
back.
I don't steal. I encourage
He's
people
got a
to
22.
save the
He only
poor
has to roll
helpless
an
tieflings
8.
around the world. Starting with me. Might
There
be
we
trap,
go.
might be treasure.
Alright, so we got Draven's hat, a few other things as well. So I also got a Wand of Mirror Image, that's pretty handy. But this, Draven's hat. This hat grants the wearer a +2 profane bonus to intelligence score. Profane bonuses are very rare and hard to come by, so I think there's a class that gives it. And I think the Lich Mythic Path does as well. Bonuses to intelligence, I think. And then there was... I know there's a profane bonus to strength you can get with a relic. Yeah, it's not a very common bonus type, so this is really valuable. Whenever they cast a slower haste spell, it is quickened, as they're using the quickened spell feat. Additionally, once per day, this hat can make any spell quickened. This hat can only be worn by non-good characters. The quickened spell, casting a quickened spell is a swift action. You can perform another action, even casting another spell, in the same round as you cast a quickened spell. A spell's casting time is more than one round, or one full round action cannot be quickened. This is really good. He doesn't have haste currently, so it might be better on Nenio.
We do it my way.
But a DC of 30 is pretty absurd for this stage of the game. Yeah, he just barely got it too. Rolled a 9, he needed an 8.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, we'll go back to camp and we'll speak to Darren. We'll have our army march around and... get reinforcements. To level 6, we might be able to take some of these armies. A little concerned about that one. We could probably do this one. The one to the south I'm scared of because it has a lot of, 2 archer units or crossbow units. but it might be doable as well. And we can definitely take this fort, but when we do that, the camp moves forward and forces us to progress. So, I'll hold off on that for right now.
I'm off. I do what I must.
Looking around the place, the count seems quiet and dejected. Ah, Donald, hello there. I'm feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now. Or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. We've been traveling together for a while now. What's your opinion of me? I sincerely believe that you can change and become a better person. Ugh. You really have to spoil the moment with such a trite reproof. Fine. You know why I asked you that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think about me, usually reveals more about the one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now that I've got you thinking, let's proceed to the usual small talk. You want to talk about your past? I've been thinking a lot about what happened since our visit to Heaven's Edge. You want me to write a detailed report. You're the commander of the Crusade, not my personal biographer. Why do you need this boring trivia? You're probably seen as quite the catch in your village, eh, Socio? A handsome cleric and a sea of farm boys stinking of sheep's wool and manure. I was fortunate to be born in a wonderful place, where the people are beautiful in body and soul. I'm no better and no worse than anyone else there. Alright, so the minotaurs with the double axes, or the two axes, they throw them, so they're a ranged unit, so prioritize them over the two-handed axe guys. Nothing to it. The Lord of the Minotaurs had the unholy symbol of Rovagug the Destroyer around his neck. Crusaders decided to hand the pieces of this dark relic over to the commander. We also got an Orc Devil Axe +2. Pieces of the unholy symbol of Rovagug. The unholy symbol of Robogug the Destroyer became infamous among the people of Eastern Sarkoris in the wake of the crimes of Humpback Zerga, a bloodthirsty priest. Zerga was born with a body so twisted and broken that the infant's very survival seemed truly miraculous. The diseases and curses afflicting the wretched creature were so strong that no amount of healing magic could undo them. Zerga grew up to become a violent, rancorous man who despised love, friendship, and everything pure and kind. He turned all the hatred he had amassed over the years against the world that had humiliated him. 3 H words in a row. And dedicated himself fully to the bloody ways of Gorum. Even his fellow priests considered Zerga to be irredeemably broken and evil, which in turn made him abandon them and turn to Rovagug instead. Dreaming of total annihilation, the triumphant revenge for his suffering, Zerga gathered his own band of rascals, driven together out of fear to commit brutal robberies and murder. The government of Sarkoris sent their militia squads eastwards to bring Zerga and his cohorts to justice, but the disaster struck when the world would open and their quest was curtailed. The Humpback was among the few madmen who were not afraid of the demonic incursion. He even managed to turn the situation to his advantage by cowing some demon worshippers into submission. Zerga made them forget their former masters by demonstrating his unrivaled malevolent strength and pursued his own unholy crusade. Even his own allies were not safe from his wrath, and eventually this became his undoing. Humpback Zerga was killed in his sleep by a group of treacherous followers. Legend has it that although they cut his throat precisely at midnight, the sinister brood of a priest continued to spit out profanities and curses till the first light of day. And we leveled up. Zealous Student, I don't think it's worth taking. I mean, you don't get level 20 with your general until much later in the game, but you still scale pretty well. You're not desperate for levels. Extensive Infirmary is okay. Maybe not this early on, because that percentage, it's only an extra 15, because you have 300. This might be worth it, though. The more morale you have in your army, the higher the chance that they get to go twice. So we've seen it in previous battles where my Hell Knights got to act twice in a row. And that's because of the combat morale. So I might do this. So all units in the army have a plus 15 bonus to combat morale per level of this feat. And now we should be okay to go towards this other fort. Marked rock. This moldy rock resembles a bald head, though it is marred by a crude rune scratched into its surface. You can procure some reagents for creating consumable items here. Oh, there's another army up there. Let's do that next, actually. Quick save, though. Because you never know. The scarce possessions of the wild giants may still prove useful to the Crusaders. This time the soldiers found something truly interesting among the piles of rubbish, bones, and primitive tools. A pair of impressive tusks wrapped in a scaled hide must have been some kind of a relic for these monsters. So we do get a Belt of Giant Strength +4. And Chill Roar's Hide and Tusks. A Goro, an enormous reptilian beast, had once terrorized the riverside settlements of Sarkoris with its devastating attacks. The locals called it Chill Roar, for its thick, ice-covered hide which no axe or lance could possibly penetrate, and its feral growl could blow a knight off the horse's back. Old, leery, and cunning, the beast satisfied its thirst for blood by destroying anyone who tried to kill it, and there's never a shortage of such brave yet foolish souls. While the small tribe of mountain giants worshipped the ancient Goro, the Sarkorian tribes considered Chill Roar a grim threat, encouraging the best of their warriors to try and defeat it in a feat of strength, which would be remembered for ages to come. Despite those heroes' valiant efforts, Chill Roar managed to outlive its enemies. Sarkoris fell to the demonic onslaught. The creature's triumph did not last long, however. The opening of the World Wound had changed the local landscape forever, draining many rivers dry and wrecking the Goro's lair. Finally, demons tracked down the legendary beast and brutally slayed it. That's another relic for us. I don't think there's anything at the end of this path. I think it's all up here. But we'll see. Yeah, should be a pretty easy fight. I'll let them flee. Let's go ahead and pursue this one. Why not? Alright, well, we gotta take care of these guys. Alright, so our camp has moved forward. We have some more armies here we can fight. Let's get reinforcements. Do I want to buy... Whoops. I don't want that many. Let's park these guys on the Sasuna's march back towards this demon army. Yeah, pursue this one too. I do enjoy the Crusade combat. Oops, didn't mean to skip my turn. That was not ideal. You press the W key, and I tend to fat finger it pretty frequently. It'll skip your turn. Our soldiers came across a group of riders on fatigued horses. They were desperately fending off a demon attack after what had clearly been a long pursuit. Crusaders slew the fiends and questioned the travelers. The riders turned out to be escaped prisoners from the demon's mines outside Dresden. They killed their cultist guards and stolen the horses. According to them, the guards knew nothing of the commander's forces, so hopefully his offensive will catch Dresden unawares. Having driven out the monsters, the Crusaders discovered that which had drawn their attention: graves. During the retreat from the Lost Chapel, its last defenders stopped here to bury their comrades whose wounds were too severe. The clerics could sense the god's blessing on the ground, where the faithful warriors were laid to rest. We get 1 energy point per day. Okay, to assign a general here. I do need more of these, though. Burning through a lot of my money, but we can't really buy anything right now anyway. There is that tower shield I could buy for Sela. So they decided to go the tower shield specialist route. So I might go for a martial one, even though I know they're not that great, but we still have Setsuna's Shy to shore up any weaknesses. So I get Sir Tector Silverhill, which gives us Master Maneuver 1, so it increases the maximum size of the army by 1 unit per level of this feat. Defensive Formation, all allied units gain a +3 bonus to armor class and receive a -2 penalty to attack. Only one formation type ability can be active. This ability is a stratagem. And Dispersal of Forces, all infantry, range, or cavalry units receive a plus whatever bonus to attack and saving throws for 3 rounds. This ability is a stratagem. So yeah, we'll give that one a shot. Mostly because he has Master Maneuver, so I can combine all my units into one army. Well, shoot, I guess I didn't have to. They were the same unit. But it's alright. All works out. I do want to rest up first. I think you rest up before the event happens, so I may not have to here. I'm going to anyway.
I don't get you, mongrels. Why sit underground waiting and waiting when you can just go outside and get it over with?
The world just isn't ready for our kind of beauty yet. I'm the first emissary of the people who are gonna make the Azamars look positively homely.
We wake up in the middle of the night to screams and the sounds of battle. A moment later, Nevia bolts into the tent. Commander, are you alright? Praise Desna. We're in trouble. The camp is under attack. Lan, bow in hand, is right behind her. The fools. This is no war camp, it's a garden party. I warned them to watch the sky. What is going on? Report your status. It's a complete mess. The camp is on fire. Winged beasts are attacking from the sky, trying to snatch our people away. We need to mount a defense, and quickly. Who attacked us? I don't know. I can't see anything in the dark. All I can say is, they're attacking from the sky, not charging us from the ground. I got a closer look at them. I don't think they're demons, more like flying statues. At least their skin's like stone. Regular weapons are all but useless. Even this vague description is clear enough. The camp is under attack by gargoyles, which we encountered when we rescued Regil, so I don't know why people don't recognize that they're gargoyles. I see. To arms. Alright, let's defend the camp.
We should move.
Sure, this is active. Alright. Actually, this is no longer useful since we have the +4 bonus from our belt. So probably bestow grace instead.
Don't hold back!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Strike!
You won't survive me.
Who do we have here? Nura is panicking. She's running up and down, looking around frantically. She casts about and notices you, and dashes right toward you. Commander, Commander, what's going on? Save me. Why do you have a vial of alchemist fire on your belt? What? Where? Nura looks at the vial on her belt, as if she's seeing it for the first time. Ah, gargoyles. Ripping the vial from her belt, Nura throws it at the approaching monsters. But notice where it lands.
Yet another obstacle.
She darts off.
Endure this! Make every strike count.
You should have run!
Alright, let's make sure that our animal buddy stays healed up. If we go this way, it will be a dead end. It's only one path you can really take. The Nura thing was a little extra. Because you don't have to go that way, and you wouldn't find Nura over there throwing alchemist fire at your camp.
We do it my way.
Melia's hiding behind the cart. Keeping to the shadows, she watches the chaos around her with squeamish apprehension. The butchered corpse of a crusader lies at her feet. Commander, is that you? Finally. Get your forces under control, or they'll be massacred like sheep at a slaughterhouse. Melia, are you alright? I am, but our army, an even sadder spectacle than usual. What happened to the soldier? Same thing that will happen to the rest of your troops if you don't hurry. Let's move, Camellia. We need to retake the camp. Let's go. These monsters thought we'd be easy pickings. They're in for a disappointment.
Follow if you dare.
I will put her up front, of course.
Save the last one for me.
This will hurt!
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Scylla stops her armored boot on Gargoyle's wing. With all her might, pierces the monster with her sword. Turning around, she yells to the soldiers. Grab your pants over there. Come on. Don't chicken out on us now. This is how we deal with them. Sela, are you alright? I'm fine, but our soldiers are panicking. Going down easily, not even putting up a fight. The veterans from Canabras are holding up alright, but the ones the Queen sent are green horns. A sorry sight. Talk to the soldiers. Hold your positions. Steer yourselves. Are you crusaders or cowards? The commander is here. We can fight. Let's stand up to these beasts. For the commander, for the queen, for Mendev. Let's go, Sela. We'll teach these monsters a lesson. Yes, Commander. They'll be sorry they ever came here.
I'll help where I can.
I'm off.
Let's go back and make sure I grab this. Because we don't exit this area, I don't know if we could go back or grab this stuff when we leave.
I'm gone.
We definitely need the money since I've been spending it all on the Crusade.
The spirits demand your blood.
Don't hold back!
Into the fray!
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
The light! Take you!
I'll be darned. We have enough Ogwins running all over the land. Now we got them pouring out of the skies as well. Are you alright? I'm right as rain. Why wouldn't I be? I don't envy our warriors one bit. These beasts are hunting them down like hawks chasing mice. They didn't try to carry you off. They tried once. If air cracked me up, it was so funny. I won't be trying that again. Yeah, probably can't abduct a griffin. To arms. I heal him up as well. Up front like that. Okay, that should get us through the rest of this area. At the very
We do
least.
it my way.
Breathing heavily, Erebeth leans on her sword. Blood is trickling down her battered armor. Clenching her teeth, she looks hatefully at the monster before her. It bares its teeth in a mocking grin. I won't give up. In the name of Iomade, I won't give up. Erebeth, we're here. Hold on, we're coming. Oh no, you won't. Surging forward, the demon knocks Erebeth off her feet with a sharp blow to her face. Then he leans over her limp body and sniffs. Young, healthy, strong. This one will be tasty. What a fine ghoul it will make. The monster's fiery eyes consider the people surrounding him, and finally fall upon you. For a moment, you feel a strange connection to the demon, as if there's no one here but the two of you. Bafflement, almost fear, crosses the monster's face. But then his grin grows even wider. Oh, there. That's the one she was talking about. Ha ha ha. So you're supposed to be my equal. You're just the same as your toys. Weak, fragile, tasty. Who are you? Who am I? I am Nolkaneth, the favorite child of great Kabiri. My name will be your undoing. Your life's end draws near. And I'm not going to ask your names, even you. He points at you with his clawed finger. His voice rises to a shriek, as if he's not threatening you, but rather encouraging himself. You are food. Food. Food and toys. Let her go, or I'll rip your wings off. Are you threatening me? You mortal. I'm the stuff of your nightmares. Roll on the ground and shudder. Come on, I said shudder. Shudder. Toys. What toys? You're playing with your toy soldiers. making your little troops march here and there and sing their songs. But that's boring. My goals are much better. Come see what your soldiers will become when I've had my fun. Who is she? Who told you about me? Ah, you don't know. You know nothing. That's why you're so brave. Because you're so stupid. Stupid. Got your powers by accident. Can't understand anything. And now you're trying to act all brave for me. Perhaps you'll be unlucky enough to meet her. I'll destroy you before that happens. But maybe I'll give you her skull. Give her your skull. What did you mean, I'm your equal? Why do you think we're equal? Not equal. Not equal. I earned my power. The Great Ones gave it to me. Yours is just an accident. I'll suck it out of you, along with your life. It'll be so tasty. But later, later. First, I'll take your toys. He rents his paw over Earbeth's hair. You came here for your death. I don't think so. A fortress. A fortress on the mountain, where mortals once prayed to their little gods. The Lost Chapel. It is my nest now. Come see what happens to your soldiers when I play with them. Maybe you'll become one of my toys too.
Commander, convene an urgent council.
Nevius shoots an arrow at the monster as it flies away, and they both vanish into the black of night. She looks at you, terror and resolution warring in her eyes. Before you can answer, she runs off to the camp headquarters.
Follow if you dare. I am never wrong.
Oh, that's right. I also have a charisma headband on. So that spell's pretty useless too. Let's go ahead and change that out before I forget. Another bestowed grace is worth it, because that's a really good buff for your allies. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll have the urgent council in our commander's tent and decide what to do after this gargoyle attack. We obviously don't have all of our companions, and it's going to shoehorn us towards the Lost Chapel. And then we'll go from there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.